and welcome to this week's workout. For today's workout, you're only going to need 2 items, so it's going to be a little bit easier for everybody to get what they need. I have a 20-pound kettlebell. You can use a hand weight if that's what you have. And I have a 10-pound plate. So either one of these can be a handheld weight, whatever you have handy. For today's workout, we're going to do 3 sets, 1 minute each exercise. And in between each set, we're going to add a little bit of cardio so you get a little bit of a heart rate raise in between. So let's start with a little warm-up. I just want you to do some dynamic stretching back and forth. Again, we never want to do isolated stretching when beginning an exercise because it lengthens the muscle and makes it less effective. So you're going to go 30 seconds here, 30 seconds pulling our knees up to our chest, and then 30 seconds piriformis stretch. From there, let's do some toy soldiers, 30 seconds here. And again, I'm not doing the full 30 seconds, so you can go ahead and pause this video in between each exercise. I'm just giving you a general idea about what we're doing, and then you can go ahead and take it at your own pace. So 30 seconds, open up in our hips. And then 30 seconds, we're going to close it in. Perfect. Next, I want you to really get those legs nice and warm. We're going to send our leg back into a lunge, and all we're going to do is pulse here. Just pulsing. I want you to go a full minute of pulsing here. Then we're going to switch legs. Full minute of pulsing on the other side. Really get those legs nice and warm. And then we're going to come out into a wide stance where your feet are going to be pointed outwards so that your knees go directly over your toes. Pulsing here for 1 minute. All right, at this point, I want you to get 2 minutes of cardio in, whether you hop on your treadmill for 2 minutes, run up and down your stairs for 2 minutes, or just walk around your house. But really get your heart rate up and moving before we begin the workout. So for today's workout, I want you to start, we're going to start with a little bit of abs. So I want you to grab that 10-pound weight, come on down into a seated position. We're going to do coffin sit-ups to begin with. So hold that weight out in front of you, legs straight out in front of you. And you're going to send that weight out and over your toes, back into sit-up, over your head, back to chest, out over your toes. So the further that you send that weight out over your toes, the more muscle recruitment you're getting and the stabilizers in your back. So that's an important part of that. Once you've done that for 1 minute, what I want you to do is I want you to lean back at a 45-degree angle here. So feet planted on the ground, and I want you to send that weight up and over your head. A full minute here. Perfect. Once you've completed 1 minute there, go ahead and get into plank position here. And make sure that your rear end is low. We don't want your rear end up here. We want your rear end nice and low. And we're going to do shoulder taps. Side to side. 1 minute there. That completes set number 1. So at this point, I want you to go ahead and do 2 minutes of cardio. Again, it can be stairs, treadmill, walking, whatever works for you, but a full 2 minutes of cardio. Your second set, I want you to grab your 20-pound weight. And we're going to hold it at our chest here. And this is why we got our legs nice and warm earlier. We're going to send our right leg back into a lunge. And all I want you to do, I don't want you to necessarily pulse. I want you to go all the way down into a lunge and all the way back up. All the way down, all the way back up. Keeping your knee straight over your toe. We're going to switch sides here. All the way down, all the way up. And then once you've done a full minute of each of those, wide stance, toes outward facing. And you're going to go a full minute here. Notice how low I'm getting, almost like I'm sitting down into a chair. So 1 minute there. Once that is complete, grab your UV ball or your weighted ball, and I want you to do skaters on the ball. So you're going to start here. We're going to switch back and forth, touching your knee every time. So 1 minute there. That completes set number 2. Again, I want you to do 2 minutes of cardio wherever you're going to do it. Treadmill, outside, running, stairs, your choice. And for set number 3, I want you to grab something, a coffee table, something that's a little bit elevated off the ground. I'm going to use my coffee table today, but you can use whatever you have. We're going to do some push-ups, but I really want you to get the full range of motion in these push-ups. So I want you to come down, arms a little bit wider than shoulder length apart. Keep your rear end low. Again, we don't want your rear end up here. We want your rear end nice and low. So from here, you're going to come all the way down. I want you to actually touch your nose to whatever it is that you're using before you come back up. All the way down. Come back up. Once you've completed a minute there, we're going to bring that leg up, and I want you to pulse it. Notice that my rear end is still pretty low, Just pulsing that leg as much as I can up there, hitting my glutes. Each side, pulsing. 1 minute. Once you have completed that, I want you to grab your 10-pound weight, and we're gonna hold it straight over our heads, right here. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And we're gonna move side to side. Just like this for 1 minute. All right, so that completes set number 3. I want you to go ahead and cool down with some time on the treadmill, but this time I want you walking. So if you are hitting your stairs instead of using the treadmill, just nicely walking up and down the stairs. I don't want you sprinting. I want you to bring that heart rate back down to normal. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in a week.